Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, I can explain what just happened. Um, welcome to the All Pro JAFFOs, where we bring you the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. I'm your host, JP. It's there. What?
Hey, yo, I got you.
He's got it. It's there. Brand.
Hey, yo.
And as always, the 6'10 beast from the southeast, Mr. Country K.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
I was gonna say, if you don't find mine, I would not be mad at you, bro.
It's labeled this. Okay.
Oh no, I'm fine with that. That was perfect for me. That was completely perfect for me.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, today's going to be a bit of an interesting episode for us. Because there's a reason why things are a little we're trying to get the timing down, we're trying to get everything situated because what we did is we've been looking for somebody to help us out on during like the off-screen productions with the sound effects, the videos, all that other kind of stuff, because it's hard to, especially for me, myself, and for Kay, to talk and do this and all that other kind of stuff while having to
Cannot win with them. Cannot coach with them. Can't do it.
Yeah. So now, oh, this is going to be great. I already know. So now, a friend of mine who I met down in San Jose City during the broadcasting and journalism days, saw a friend of mine. He was basically saying that he wanted to help out with graphics or do something. So I reached out to him, and now the great Brian Bertrand, aka Maverick, is now with the squad as our off-screen production, sound, video, all that stuff guy. So first episode with everything like this, it's gonna be a little bit of a transition period. Obviously, he's getting used to how we do things. We're gonna be getting used to how he is seeing and hearing things. Like I said, getting meshing and getting the chemistry together. While in the process trying to have a good show. And so bear with us. Again, it's gonna be probably these next few episodes and stuff. It'll be like a bit of a learning curve and a little bit of that meshing together.
Emotional, damn it.
Possibly a bit of emotional damage as well.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Keep these motherfuckers going. Hey, keep going, Maverick. Keep doing your thing, dude.
This is just, there are going to be times where again, I've kind of given him the rundown on how everything goes. So from here, it's basically, and I trust Brian. He's got enough.
In my defense,
there's the
in my defense, it's all JP's fault.
Well,
I agree. I don't even know what's going on, but I agree. And so does
oh shit. I just know, like I said, I trust him. He's got experience in a lot of this stuff. So actually, before we go on and Maverick goes back into the shadows, Maverick, if you wouldn't mind coming on, telling the people a little bit about yourself and where they can find you and stuff before you go back
man. Where do I begin? As JP mentioned, we met at the San Jose City College radio station. I ran the radio station over there for a few years and had fun with it. JP's been one of the best students we've had there. And on the side, my thing is wrestling commentator. You'll find me at South Bay Championship Wrestling over in Santa Clara, doing commentary for Damsels in Distress coming up on the 18th. Check it out, South Bay Championship Wrestling on Facebook and Instagram. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
All right. Hell yeah, man.
So
Again, man, appreciate you for helping us out on this, man. It really does mean a lot.
oh no, absolutely, that's fine. But it's like I said, everything that happens, remember, you're the one that told me to come on. So
Yep, I did.
But yeah, oh, I should probably put my Twitter handle on there. You guys did yours. You can find me online at Maverick408 on Twitter.
No K.
No K at the end because it's WCW like that.
Okay, back to the Shadow Realm, Maverick. Oh, this is gonna be
hold
awesome.
the front door. Hold the front. You gonna just
This is
banish
awesome.
my guy like this? You gonna just
we can.
holy shit! Oh, come on.
He's gonna be able to. He's gonna be popping in and out. He's gonna. I promise you.
I got the button. Yep. I got my hands on the button. This is his fault. He wants to give me the control. Hey,
Yeah.
that's on him at this point.
I might have given Mav just a little bit too much power, but again,
playoffs.
I trust him.
Talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs.
I try. It's gonna be fine. I know it. I promise it.
You give me too much power, Josh.
It's all good. It's all good. Some power needs to be let go because, again, it's a lot for me to be able to, myself and Kay to be paying attention to, what we're talking about and everything here while doing that at the same time. So again, with the help, we do appreciate it. And from here on out, hopefully everything looks good and sounds good, and I know it will. So let's get this started. Okay. We talked about it a little bit off air, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit here before we got into our XFL picks and everything else like that. Ja Morant has been in the news cycle lately, and not for the ridiculous athletic ability that he portrays on the court, but the highly insufferable stupidity that he has been displaying off the court. And I was hearing it a bit on the news, or the news cycles and stuff like that, that you mentioned that Shannon Sharp had talked about it. Him brandishing a weapon on somebody, them jumping a 17-year-old kid. It makes me, and they made it a point that he never had these problems before. This is not like something that, they've been dealing with. This is relatively new. So what I'm trying to figure out, and they raised a good question, and I'm going to give a shout out to D-Lo and KC here on ESPN 1320, Sacramento. He asked, is he being a studio gangster or a bully? And there's a difference between studio gangster and a bully. Studio gangsters, obviously, you're trying to portray a lifestyle that you don't really portray. A bully is just somebody who's got an inflated ego because of all the money that he does have, and he thinks he can get away with it. So I ask you, Kay, is this all like a stunt for more attention? Or is this Ja taking things a little too far and starting to become a negative aspect due to the money that he makes and the popularity that he already has?
All right. To answer your question, I'm gonna say 2 words. Justin Bieber.
What?
If you
What?
have a computer, Maverick is fucking dying over there.
Wait,
So look,
what?
yeah, stay with me. All right, so you remember when Justin Bieber, right after "Baby, Baby, Baby," oh baby, right after that song, he started hanging out with Lil Twist. You remember when Justin Bieber started getting tattoos? Justin Bieber started fucking trying to be gangster. Then Justin Bieber got a fucking case. Somebody on that side had to take it, and then Justin Bieber blew the fuck up, and now he's with Selena Gomez singing emotional ass songs even more. Then blew up even later. You know what I'm saying? He has health problems now, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. But that's pretty much the beginning, bro. You got to remember the beginning. Justin Bieber. So Ja Morant is going through the same phase as Justin Bieber did. The problem is people look at it and it's like, Justin Bieber, like, gotta be fucking kidding me. We're talking about a basketball player. No, it fucking fits. Like, it fucking fits. He's being influenced by a bunch of dumbasses that don't understand how to fucking do what they need to do versus trying to fucking portray themselves in the light to try to fucking seem popular, seem cool, seem like you're down. And being a person that's from the hood, you don't need to portray that if you don't have to. You made it out. You made it out. Why are you trying to go back and do what they do? Like, you tripping. Like, that's stupid. Like, I'm telling you, as a Southerner and I'm from the hood, the boy from South Carolina, Ja, you dumb as a motherfucker. You dumb as a motherfucker. And whatever you get from this shit, you deserve that shit because you stupid as fuck. You just got $200 million. What in the fuck are you doing? Like, bro, like real shit, like on some real shit. I do not condone this at all, but real deal. Being from the hood, you already know. You can just go get one of your family members to whoop that little motherfucker behind, bro. You got $200 million, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, God, bro, I don't have $200,000, let alone $200. What the fuck is wrong with you, Ja Morant? What is wrong with you, boy? Like, are you fucking stupid? You came out with Zion. Zion ain't even playing. Zion don't even get $200 million. He signed with Jordan and everything. He ain't got $200 million. He was way motherfucking more impactful to the game when y'all was coming out. Motherfuckers didn't even know you until we saw your highlight from Murray State, bro. You stupid as fuck, Ja Morant. You dumb, boy. You are dumb. Holy shit, you dumb. Oh, I've been trying to hold this all fucking week. Boy, you stupid as a motherfucker, boy. You got damn 2 cases, not just 1, 2. Boy, you're out here stupid as fuck, boy. Everybody that you hang out with need their ass whooped. Everybody. I'm talking about from top to goddamn bottom. You disrespected your daddy, boy. You stupid as hell. Oh my God, you dumb.
Wait a minute, though. Did his daddy not disrespect himself and his family by?
How you do that? The man been showing you to be a good father.
Oh, don't be like that. If I had a rock, I'll bust your head, bitch.
Look, the boy Ja Morant is out of his daddy's house. He out of his daddy's house. What you want him to do at this point? The boy 23 years old. He was born in 99. The boy 23 years old. He don't live with his parents no more. He got a big ass mansion now. What the fuck you want T to do? T going to the games like any other parent would fucking do. You got your own house. Like like I don't know they living situation, but I'm almost certain LeBron mama got her own spot. She be at the goddamn games. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with this boy? Like,
I don't know. But that's the thing. I don't understand it either. Like, what drives somebody? Because this is not the first time something like this has ever happened. That somebody who clean, and then you give them a little bit of money, and they start hanging around with certain crowds, and then it's just a downhill spiral. Like I said, this is not the first time something like this has ever happened, but it's one of the more notable because when you talk about Ja Morant, you talk about one of the young stars in the NBA who, when they talk about the future and they talk about potential all-time greats, they have Ja Morant in that category already. And to just completely, piss it away because you want to act a certain way. You want to put like,
All right, so hold on before you.
is it insecurity? Is that what it is? Like he's
Yeah.
insecure about how he has to like.
Yeah, yes. To answer your question, yes,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
definitely a form of it. But then I got another name for you. Chris Brown. Chris Brown, before he beat Rihanna ass, you know what I'm saying? That's what he did. No disrespect. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just reality what it is. She got a beautiful family now. She has moved on with her life. But he did whoop that girl ass. You know what I'm saying?
And before that, squeaky
Before
clean.
that, no, I'm saying no, fuck squeaky clean. Before that, the boy was being revered as the next Michael Jackson.
Yep.
His saying dance, they surpassed Usher and said Michael. Like they said, fuck Usher, fuck everybody that danced and sung after Michael Jackson. We going straight to Mike because Chris Brown was that fucking good.
Right.
After that, the man can't even. He was supposed to be on the Oscars and he's not. You know what I'm saying? So, like, shit like that happens, and Ja just did one of those bonehead moves that could have fucking gotten them, put him like that. Because again, as a black guy, we don't get many opportunities, bro. Like that's just the reality of the situation. And the shit you did against a kid, fucking adult, you did that to a child. Like you're stupid, bro. You are a dumb motherfucker, bro. You are a dumb motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, I just look at it. Well, I mean, like, my question becomes, how do you fall into that knowing, like, you can't be like, oh, I didn't have any examples to teach me. There are plenty examples throughout history that you can look back on. They have, they have,
Man, you got a daddy
and
in the house. You had a father that was in the house. That man will teach you right from wrong. Fuck all the bullshit. Like he had a daddy in the house. You disrespect his daddy, man.
But like you, but
Full
like I
blown
said, you
disrespect
have
his
all
daddy.
these examples of people who do this shit. You know, squeaky clean persona. They get a little bit of money, and then all of a sudden they're the bad boy of the industry. Like, what? Hold
Yeah.
on. Like that shit happens all the time, and it always ends the same way. Career down the toilet, addicted to some other fucking drug or alcohol abuse, domestic abuse, jail, or dead. That's how it always ends up. Always. So if it why would you even want to even fake portray that you, because somebody's gonna check you one of these days.
Man, the law about to check his ass. The law about to
Well,
keep you
I mean, the
compromised.
law's about to have their way with them as well. But what I'm just saying is, you know, the streets have their way of handling things too.
Man, about that. The law gonna see about him first. The law
You
gonna
know,
see about him first.
and
Like,
we'll see how much he actually gets away with, or you know, if any of the boys can stand up for him. But and you know, like Maverick says right here, the gimmick can only be played for so long before somebody comes in and humbles your ass.
Yeah, the law about to humble the fuck
and, if not the law, the streets will handle it. Because when has flexing on people or or trying to intimidate people with weaponry and stuff, when the hell has that ever ended well? It doesn't, because you always have that. You know, I love the joke. Everybody wants to be Billy Badass until they run into Billy Badass. You know, Jaws over here with the whole flashing the gun. I'm like, you have no idea what you are doing.
Yeah, that boy.
You have no idea what you were, the type of attention that you are attracting by doing dumb shit like this. I mean, like you said, it's like you got out, you got your family out. Why, you know, why portray something that has brought nothing but negativity, and it will cause a stir and be a huge stain on John Morant's career if he doesn't straighten up. You know, so you know, you know, we talked about it before. Some friends, yeah, you may know them your entire life, but your entire life they've been doing nothing but dumb shit, causing nothing but trouble and dragging you in the mud with them while doing it. At some point, bro, I understand you know people for a long period of time, but if you got to go, you got to go. You know, John needs to literally sit back and go, I'm making all of this money. Shoe endorsement deals, just the league is basically looking at me as one of the top 5 young superstars coming up in the NBA who's going to take over the league. Endorsements, all that other kind of stuff. That could all be gone like that, especially in the world we live in today. Especially in the world we live in today. What makes you think you are exonerated from that fact? What crossed your mind to think, oh, because it's either because I make all this money, I can get away with shit, or because he has so much, or a lack of self-esteem that he needs to portray something that he isn't. Like, the whole act is just, and nobody's buying it. That's the thing about it. Ain't nobody believe Ja Morant really about that life. He's not. He's not. He can say it all he wants to. He's corny as fuck, and he's not about that life. I heard something that he said about or somebody on the court. I forgot who it was. He said, "Oh yeah, I had to check his temperature, but he wasn't running a fever." The fuck does that even mean?
He wasn't doing too much.
But still, like, who? I'm sorry, Ja. Nothing about you is intimidating anybody. Sorry. Just isn't happening. How much are you going to act like something everybody doesn't even, nobody believes that you are that? Like, no, nobody. Not from NBA players, not from the talking heads on TV, radio, not to anybody. This is not, as Mav said, a gimmick that anybody believes or really even remotely gives a shit about. It's just another kid fucking flushing his dreams down the toilet for making stupid ass decisions that are easily avoidable. Like, I just don't understand. Like, is money really that much of the root of all evil, as we should say, to where when you start getting a taste of it, you just become an awful person? Is that really the case? Because I'd honestly would rather be broke and a good person than an asshole. Than nobody fucking liked me at all my entire life. Oh well, at least the money's good. Yeah, money has shown a lot through the last decade plus. Money doesn't buy you happiness. There's motherfuckers making millions of dollars a year that are offing themselves on the daily. Money doesn't buy you happiness. So that's why I'm literally trying to figure out what would cross somebody's mind, especially in the position that they are in, making millions of dollars, to jeopardize that. It's frustrating. And honestly, how many times have we had this fucking conversation? Wasn't too long ago, we were just talking about Henry Ruggs.
Well,
What I'm saying, like, a young, talented player.
Situation. Someone lost their life, and it was a high-speed drunken accident. That's not the same, bro. Like, come on.
What I'm saying is the decision making.
I feel you, but the
The
respect.
decision making to drive drunk, that's a stupid decision. The decision to go and, jump a 17-year-old kid, wave a gun in somebody's face, that's a stupid decision.
I agree with you completely.
I'm not trying to like compare saying like, oh, they're the same situation.
Yeah, but people will take it that way.
Well, I don't. Then people need to understand that making a stupid decision,
Hmm.
regardless of the elevation of how stupid it is,
All right.
you shouldn't be making those types of decisions when you've made it.
All right. I mean,
You've
I get.
gotten yourself out. You got your family out. Everybody's happy for you. Why fucking piss that away?
I agree.
How untouchable do you think you really are?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I look at it. It pisses me off because all the people who didn't get that chance would kill to be in that situation.
I mean, hold on. Yes, I agree with that. Let me agree with that statement. So I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm pausing that. I'm only just trying to bring up something you just said and just kind of reiterate on it and more kind of like change a little bit because the untouchable thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Keep going. I can hear you.
He wants to be. He thinks he's untouchable. My thing is, why not change that into a different aspect? Why can't motherfuckers touch you? Like, why it got to be as far as you can't get in trouble? Why not just be like, I'm in a different class than you. I can't let you. You know what I mean? I can't let you fuck with what I got going on. So I gotta move. You know what I mean? Like I gotta. You know what I mean? I don't know how to say it specifically to make it point right now. One, because I'm high as shit right now.
I was with you. I'm getting on that point too.
I'm eating an orange right now or a tangerine to try to bring me back, give myself some fucking vitamins. So I'm getting half of my point, but not really all my point.
At least you'll get rid of the cotton mouth somewhat.
Yeah, because it's definitely a fucking elevated goddamn sports talk show or the elevated fan. That is exactly
right
what
there.
we are. So
Says it at the top right there.
hopefully, you guys understand kind of what I'm saying. Whatever.
Yeah. No, I get it. I just with Ja, I just hope because to be honest, I'm a fan of Ja. I really am. I've said it on this show plenty of times. I'm a fan of his. I like what he does. He is fucking awesome on the court. It's just it would be, and I feel like I say this way too fucking often. It's a damn shame all that talent would go to waste on stupid decisions. I just hope all of this stuff that's going on with him right now, like with the law and all that, I really do it. I really do hope that it humbles him, and I really do hope that he makes a change for the better because he has the potential to bring a lot of good to the world. With the amount of influence and stuff like that that he has already in the NBA. There's people everywhere who are disappointed. They got their kids looking up to Ja, and now he's doing all this shit. Like, you're supposed to be a role model to a lot of these people. Now, that may not be your choice. Hey, I didn't choose to be a role model. Hey, that's completely fine. But just know that you are, whether you want to be or not. People look up to you, especially at the professional level when you got younger kids wanting to have those same professional, aspirations. They got to look up to somebody. It's just it's got to happen. I'm just saying, Ja, I hope he gets his shit together and we can stop having these conversations of young athletes, young gifted athletes throwing it all away for making a dumb decision. Before we move on to the next subject, ladies and gentlemen, Mav, get it ready. We will bring you our ad from our partners over at Raise Energy. What? What's up, Jaffo Army? JP here of the All Pro Jaffos, bringing you a message from our proud partners over at Raise Energy. Raise Energy takes a giant leap of faith with instilling a high-quality formula to bring the consumer a powerful yet sustained energetic experience to help us put your workouts and focus in general to the very next level. Perfect for anyone at any time. Raise Energy has become the most popular, the best rated energy drink on the market to date, with a phenomenal flavor profile that puts most of the competitors just downright to shame. Powered by the enhanced Refresh technology, Raise Energy delivers with a performance-enhancing energy drink profile that aids in the most often overlooked categories, which include targeted focus, enhanced recovery time, as glycogen becomes depleted, improved clean energy levels, boost in stamina and in hydration. Most importantly, each can of Raise has absolutely 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbohydrates to give you a smarter and healthier option. You should not have to drink or settle for any other energy drink that contains more sugar and carbohydrates than you can count. Instead, opt for the smart choice with the #1 fan-voted energy drink on the planet with Raise Energy Drink. Use the promo code ALPHARAISE at checkout to get 15% off of your order. Demand more. Join the Raise Rebellion. Let them know the JAFFOs sent you. How is the audio in that? At least
Good on me and Maverick's end.
okay, cool.
Thumbs up.
Because on my side, it sounds a little low, but as long as it sounds fine to everybody else, I don't give a shit what it
You're
sounds
on a
like to me.
cell phone guy.
That is also true. That is also true. Kay, I wanted to ask you this: is Daniel Jones worth over 45 million?
Daniel Jones found the best fireworks powder residue. Mix that with some fucking cocaine. Pour fucking goddamn toilet bowl fucking goddamn cleaner in that shit and got high as the dickens because he tripping. he is definitely tripping. Yo, I feel like I don't even have to change my background for this segment. What is going on?
I looked that up, and the first thing I saw, it said, yep, Daniel Jones's team is saying that he's 45.5 million, and that's just the starting point.
But I understand why, though. They about to get a new
I mean, try to take advantage of the quarterback market, I guess.
No, they about to get a new TV deal. They about to get a new TV deal. They finna get a new CBA soon, so they trying to fucking jump ahead of that shit. It was the same reason why Dak Prescott got all that money, right? Because of that. They was getting a new TV deal. They was getting a new CBA. That was the reason why all of this shit was happening. He trying to jump in front of it too. That's all this is. Because they understand how much money they about to get. They just had fucking Rihanna, bro.
If Daniel Jones gets 45 mil plus, then the Baltimore Ravens are literally going to have to give Lamar Jackson a fully guaranteed 50 million plus a year.
Hey, look, I'm telling you, I told you my theory in the middle, right before I went to fucking sleep last night. I put that in the group chat. I said, that sounded weird. So I put it in the group chat before I went to sleep that I think the Indianapolis Colts going to trade that #4 pick for Lamar Jackson. What? Yep. Yep. I really think that's going to happen. They need a quarterback. They continue to say they need a quarterback. Why not get a proven quarterback? Maverick left. Hey, this is like one of my far-fetched theories that I always say all the time.
He'll come back. There he is.
Yeah.
He's back. Yeah,
this is always one of my far-fetched theories. I'm telling you. I always say it's always one of these wild actions. It's like, all right, Lamar Jackson didn't go to the Colts, but he went to a team we didn't even think about. Like,
no, but your theory wasn't necessarily bad. When you texted that out to me, I was like, Lamar Jackson to the Colts. I was like, fuck, him and Jonathan Taylor would be fucking nasty.
And Michael Pittman Jr.
Yep, man. Michael Pittman. I was like,
and they got Ali Cox.
They might need. Well, yeah, here's the thing about Mo Alley Cox. Being a tight end, watching him play, I like him as a tight end, but I don't think he's that just yet. He might need another year or two. And getting somebody like Lamar Jackson might elevate that level. Because right now he's at the point for me where I look at Mo Alley Cox and I look at him, he's a solid 2. He's a solid tight end 2. He might be a plug and play starter depending on the tight end situation and everything else like that. But I'm not even putting him in the top 10 right now. He might be top 20, might be maybe top 20. Maybe top 20 I'll give him. But I do think he's good enough, like I said, if they get a good enough quarterback, somebody like Lamar Jackson who loves throwing to his tight ends, just ask Mark Andrews, that might elevate the play and turn him into a top 10 tight end. It's very possible. So Mo Alley Cox, Michael Pittman Jr., Jonathan Taylor, they already have a pretty solid offensive line. They were just plagued by injuries this year. God, you give them, you might need to improve the defense a little bit, but you give him one more.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, if they can trade right now the fucking Ravens the number 4 pick for Lamar Jackson, bro. They literally could use every other pick in the fucking draft for defensive players. They can swing and a miss 6 more motherfucking times, Josh. They literally have that option. They have the number 4 pick, and there's 3, maybe 4 for sure top players in that draft.
And getting the number 4 pick for it, even if there's somebody that they don't like, they can trade back and get more picks for that.
That's what I meant to say. For top quarterbacks, not players, quarterbacks. But that's what I'm saying. It's like you really have a real good opportunity to do some shit. That's why I was like, bro, I was thinking that shit like that would actually be fucking fire.
I mean, I think that would make Caleb come back to watching football, sunshine.
And when I said that shit, I didn't even think about him. I forgot he was a fucking Colts fan until after I said, shit, fuck it, I'm gonna say it anyway.
But I mean, Lamar to the Colts. I mean, I still think him going to Atlanta would be.
It'd be detrimental to his career. What else they gonna do? They're gonna just have another Michael Vick.
Emotional, damn it.
They're gonna have another Michael Vick experience and don't go nowhere and don't do shit. Because the Atlanta people can't figure out how to goddamn win no damn Super Bowl.
Yeah, but here's the thing. When Michael Vick was there with the Falcons, who did he have?
Oh, fuck all that. They was up 28-3 in the Super Bowl.
That was with Matt Ryan.
Yeah, but it was still that front office.
And B Rad.
Oh, you shook to say that.
And Dan Quinn. Those guys. That was that squad.
I think before we go any further, what is your favorite football team again?
The 49ers.
Oh,
that's right.
So who's B Rabbit?
Oh, we know who B Rabbit is. We talk about it on the show all the time.
No, you tell me. I don't know.
What? It's Kyle Shanahan. We know this.
And who's the coach for?
Why are you acting like I've never said this before?
Hey, man, I'm just like to rub it in.
They are who we thought they were.
Yep. Yep.
Yes. But like I said, the front office is still pretty much still there. It's like most of them people still the same, right? I'm almost certain. It wasn't that long ago. It ain't like the turnover was that crazy in Atlanta. They're still making the same dumbass picks, dumbass moves, dumbass play. Like, bro, they could have had Cam Newton. They're stupid as shit. Like, what are they doing? Like, you went to Marcus Mariota before you went to Cameron Newton? That's from Atlanta? Y'all, he played right there. You stupid as shit. Like, that's just simple and plain. Like, they not trying to win. You gonna get Lamar Jackson to hurt that man even more. Fuck. There you go, going to Atlanta, Lamar. Look at what the fuck they're doing, bro. Like, they not trying to win. They got lucky with some of them picks. Like that D lineman that clearly Zach Brady.
Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
Seriously. Like that's just reality, man. We looking at that shit in reality. The Atlanta Falcons ain't made no moves to make us be like, all right. All right, Lamar can do something there.
To be honest, as
shit sound more far-fetched than my Colts shit. At least the Colts got a better fucking team than the fucking goddamn Falcons.
I mean, to be honest, the Falcons, as soon as Julio left, and then Matt Ryan, it was kind of one of those he probably should retire anyway, but and not Matt Ryan of the A7NFL. Shout out to Matt Ryan. I'm talking about
Matty
Ice, who melted in the Super Bowl 28-3.
Oh, that wasn't his fault. That is not his fault.
Partially.
It's not his fault. It's the same guy's fault that was up 10 points against the Kansas City Chiefs. He started this motherfucking bullshit. We got to watch Pat Mahomes them shaking, making it seem like they're motherfucking goddamn dynasty and shit. Y'all started this bullshit by not fucking finishing the job. That's the fucking problem. Kyle Shanahan was up 10 points and didn't want to run the goddamn ball. That was the problem here, Josh. I love you though, bro. But you know I hate your team.
Respectfully, I understand why you hate my team. It's partially some of the reasons why I sometimes hate my team.
They are who we.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just we got to get more sounds in here. I'm gonna put more in there, but we need a plethora now with Mav to just play with and have fun with.
Please, because this is energizing the shit out of me, dog. Oh God.
So okay, I mean, Ron, I'm gonna be honest with you. You say, and we might have to clip that going into later. You saying that him going to the Colts, would be a good idea.
It'd be a better play for him.
Because, well, I mean, yeah.
The only problem,
but like, it's just the coaching situation there, though.
Have a very bad history. Baltimore and Indianapolis have a very bad history. So I don't know if that'll be a fucking play, but that's really probably the best play for both parties.
But what about the coaching situation in Indy, though?
Man, fuck all that.
Oh, well,
that's
kind of a big factor in it, is it not?
I'll tell you right now, as soon as they get Lamar Jackson, the top coach is going to be banging on the door. All the top coaches that's fucking left, they're going to be banging on the door. I'm telling you right now, boom, boom, they're going to start kicking that shit. Sean Payne going to be like,
Oh, don't be like that. If I had a rock, I'll bust your head, bitch.
He might pull a Belichick, like what he did with the Jets, signed with the Jets one day, then the next day he was a Patriot. He might pull that shit.
If Lamar go to
the Broncos.
Ooh. I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you, that's, man, look. And all you got to do is trade the number 4 pick. It ain't like you got to package a bunch of shit.
And it's not, and Lamar's still fucking young. He's still super fucking young.
Yeah, but
people forget he was 19 when he first got into the league.
Young motherfucker next to nothing. You almost had to pay over $200 million. Now you get to pay anybody next to nothing. Give us that.
And he's a proven a proven commodity in the league, an MVP. I mean, to be honest with you, at number 4, that might be a no-brainer, bro. You're getting a proven quarterback who's still young as shit, hasn't even entered the prime of his career yet.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah, bro, I think you make that move. If you're the Colts, you make that move.
bro,
I mean,
you should
hey,
definitely tag them in that one. That's
oh,
one.
it's definitely getting clipped and tagged because
I'm telling you, bro.
that
Everybody
that
associated.
situation. Again, the only iffy thing about that situation right now is because of the head coaching situation. Now, I might be wrong. They might have signed somebody a little bit ago, and I just didn't see it. And they've signed. The last thing that I checked, Jeff Saturday wasn't coming back. That's the last thing that I saw about the
Look,
coaching situation there in Indy.
bro.
But when you look at the pieces that the Indianapolis Colts have on their offense and on their defense, they have great core players on their defense. They have good core players on their offense, and at the best parts. They have a great offensive lineman in the pancake machine there at left guard. Great core there with Quentin Nelson. Michael Pittman Jr., great core piece at the wide receiver spot. Jonathan Taylor, great core piece at the running back spot. Shaq Leonard at linebacker, great defensive core piece, as well as Defoe on the D line. And I know firsthand, singly, watching him play in a 49er uniform, that he is the real deal.
Y'all lost.
We lost on that one, yes. I'm going to be honest with you.
No, I mean,
feel
you
like
lost him and you lost the Super Bowl.
Well, so I'm saying I think I would have taken him over Armstead, just saying. But the thing was, we weren't good. And this is what kind of makes me think about the team a little bit, because at least from what I've been seeing now, apparently it's being thrown out there that the 49ers are once again, their next pick, or it's defensive linemen that they're looking at. Now, I don't necessarily have a problem with it being a defensive lineman, especially since it's going to be late in the fucking draft anyway. But I do run into the problem that 4 out of the last 5 drafts that we've had, the number 1 overall pick, or the number 1 pick for us, has been a defensive lineman.
One question.
Go ahead.
How long has B Rabbit been there?
At least 6.
How many drafts you just said again?
Well, with John Lynch too. John Lynch made it very clear, very early, that the defensive line was going to be a staple in the defense, because it kind of had to be able to run the defense the way you actually want it to. For this defense to be successful, the defensive line has to be able to put pressure on the quarterback with a 4-man rush.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it.
Me too.
But out of those 4 defensive linemen, only 2 of them have really panned out.
Yeah, and you let one go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So one of them really is that, Solomon Thomas doesn't even play for us anymore. I think he's a backup over there in Las Vegas. And we picked him with the number 3 overall pick when we could have got somebody like, I don't know, Patrick Mahomes.
Bro, nobody looking at Patrick Mahomes like how he is today.
No, nobody, and that's the problem. Like, people don't understand. Like, that's the problem, that he basically lasted all the way until the double digits before he was drafted. But that was the same draft that, fucking Mitchell Trubisky was drafted number 2.
Yeah.
So Not a lot of people were making very smart decisions.
Basketball school.
Not a lot of people were making very smart decisions.
Yeah.
It's and the Solomon Thomas draft, I mean, it was a huge drop off in that draft because he was the second best defensive lineman in that draft. You know who was the first one? Miles fucking Garrett.
Yep.
How big you think the drop off is in the fucking defensive line class after Miles Garrett?
Bro, my best 40 time was the same time Miles Garrett ran in the combine.
What I'm saying is certain decisions, like I understand that the defensive line it is a staple, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to draft nothing but defensive linemen in the first round. You have opportunities to be making better picks in those spots. Like Solomon Thomas did not need to be picked at number 3.
Yeah, no.
He wasn't. And we were gonna pick him at number 2 until Chicago traded up to get him.
I mean, but
get,
this
Mitchell Trubisky.
Though, bro. This revisionist history, bro. They only going off of what he did in college. To be honest with you, where did he go? I really don't remember. It's too long ago.
Who, Solomon Thomas?
Yeah.
Stanford.
Yeah, see what I mean? And during that time, so what year did he get drafted?
Whenever Miles Garrett was drafted, was that 16, 17?
Yeah, I was working at Stanford during that time. So that's even
like 16, 17. But the only reason why they liked Solomon Thomas was because the only reason why they liked Solomon Thomas in the first place was because he was an in and out guy. They could use him at the D tackle spot and at the defensive end spot. He was kind of that hybrid defensive lineman, but he wasn't really. He didn't ooh and ah you like Miles Garrett did. Like
Miles Garrett went number 1 though. So
exactly my point. That's what I'm saying. Like Solomon Thomas, we picked him up at number 3. I don't think Solomon Thomas should have gone at number 3. We could have got somebody else. I don't know who, or we could have traded back to get more. We could have waited to get Solomon or traded back to get Solomon
now because he's a Raider. Or are you saying this?
No. I'm just showing how everything is panned out. Certain decisions you don't have to force yourself to draft a certain position just because you have a certain moniker about it.
Hey, can I be honest?
Go ahead.
I think y'all should stay the fuck away from the number 3 pick. Y'all have made terrible decisions in that pick. Stay the fuck away from number 3, bro. All number 3's got to go. You don't need number 3 in the building anymore.
You're preaching to the fucking choir, my guy.
33rd seat, the 133rd seat, and so forth and so on. Number 3 shouldn't be in that building no more. Y'all have done too much with the 3rd.
We've done nothing with the number 3 overall pick for way too many years. We don't know what to do with top 5 picks. We just shit ourselves. We just have no idea what to do with those picks.
This brings me so much joy.
Last time we had a number 1 overall pick, you know who we picked? Alex Smith.
But look, hold on. All right. And Alex Smith's defense, that year Kaepernick went good, like he did well. The first year, the show out year when y'all went to the Super Bowl, Alex Smith started that season off really well.
I understand that, and I still to this day say Alex Smith probably would have won a Super Bowl that day. I'm just putting it out there. That year, they just kept Cap in because he was the hot hand and nobody was really prepared for him. But in the Super Bowl, when it came down to certain throws, and I've always said it, that was one hole in Kaepernick's game, was he couldn't throw the mid to short range ball. He had nothing but a fastball. He had no touch. He could throw the deep ball, beautifully. But anything short range, 5 yards in front of him, fucking breaking receivers' hands. Just for no reason at all. Alex Smith is he's nowhere near as athletic of a runner and stuff like that as Cap was. But throwing the ball was, I'd say Alex Smith was above and beyond what Kaepernick was at that period of the time. people were a little even Alex Smith was upset. Like, he got hurt and, Cap stayed in, because Harbaugh made that decision. People forget that Alex Smith was doing absolutely fucking nothing for the first 7 years of his career as the number 1 overall pick. Now, in his defense, in those 7 years, he went through 7 different offensive coordinators and 3 or 4 different head coaches.
I mean, your organization will still be your organization. Y'all are cursed.
And then Jim Harbaugh comes into the mix, and oh my God, Alex Smith is actually good. Well, yeah, he had an actual good coach that was there to help him out.
Yeah,
And then after he left San Francisco, where did he go? Andy Reid to the fucking Chiefs. And he did well there, holding up as a bridge quarterback for Patrick Mahomes. So
then he went to the fucking Commanders. Don't. Hey, look, you can't skip this. That man put his life on the line at that point. Went to the Commanders, who was doing his thing, then got hurt badly. Like, hey, look, Alex Smith has always been decent. I can't go no further than decent. He played really well that year for y'all. When y'all had Cap, he played really well for the Chiefs. But at the exact same time, they didn't win. So my man played decent.
Yeah. Decent was not anywhere near good enough. But, historically, we have not done well with a top 5 overall pick. I feel like it's gotten to the point now, especially now, our team is so loaded with young talent and everything else. Like, it's just kind of like, I can kind of understand why they gave up the farm to go get Christian McCaffrey. Healthy, he's a lethal weapon, and he was all fucking year. Why? Because he was healthy. We had a better offensive line than the Carolina Panthers did. We kept,
I knew something was gonna happen, bro. It was no way y'all was gonna win the Super. Look,
but I mean,
played healthy the whole year. You know that was an anomaly. Y'all went going to
that's what I'm saying.
You should have known that.
Lethal weapon with everything.
Always hurt.
But the reason why McCaffrey lasted longer than he did in Carolina was because we have the weapons to be able to go to. It doesn't always have to be CMC.
No,
in Carolina,
I mean, you got Debo.
Well, that's when we got Debo. We got Ayuk came into his own. We still got George Kittle. You can't act like George Kittle's not a top tight end in this league. If you don't, that's slander.
Y'all are only blocking. He's only
no. You're slandering the man's name, and you better start recognizing.
I told you I like George Kittle.
You are still petty.
I say y'all don't
use Bucks fan.
Bro, we have had a full conversation about this, and I said y'all don't use that man. Because you went on the whole
when Brock Purdy was playing.
I said that George Kittle's the second best tight end in the league. I told you that every year that you were saying he was the best. I said the man is the second best behind Killer Trav. I've been told you this. I love George Kittle. He is amazing.
So then that's what I'm saying. We have
other offense. He's the best player on your offense next to Debo.
No, I could agree with that.
He's 1B. Then you got CMC after them.
Yeah. But see, that's the difference, and that's the reason why CMC lasted so long, and essentially the rest of the year is because in Carolina he was literally doing it all himself. Despite having DJ Moore there, they never gave him the fucking ball.
Hey, look, bro.
All CMC there. He was getting damn near 100% of the fucking work. That's why he got hurt. Overuse.
I agree with you, bro.
So that happens, and you're going to get hurt. Well, now he's in a situation where he doesn't need to put himself through more than he has to because he has the teammates around him and stuff like that to be able to pick up the slack. So that's why I say I can understand when we did that pick. I was like, oh yeah, no, this is going to suck for a lot of teams everywhere. Because again, it's still if you really look at it, it's still a very young team that we have.
Mm-hmm.
And I think now Mitchell, if he can stay a little bit, healthier, then we might end up replacing him too, because it just
Elijah Mitchell. Man,
as much as I hate it, because I actually like him as a runner.
you do, because you talked about him a lot.
Yeah, I like him as a runner a lot, and I spoke very highly of Elijah Mitchell even before CMC was there.
Yeah, you definitely did.
So I'm one of those guys that thinks that he can be a very, very valuable asset to the team. That two-headed dragon that seems to be a necessity in the league now, because damn near every single team has a two-headed dragon in the backfield. So having Elijah Mitchell there with CMC would be fucking glorious on paper if he could stay healthy. But we've always come to that question. Can they stay healthy? Well, Elijah Mitchell, rookie year, got hurt. Second year this year, hurt most of the year. Came back a couple of games, did pretty well, but got hurt again. It's the same recurring cycle that seems to be plaguing the running back position for the San Francisco 49ers. That's just how it seems to be. I don't like it. But at least, the offense, the way it runs is good enough to where you can, kind of plug and play anybody at the running back spot and they'll do at least decent. So it's the type of offense where, even an average running back can average 3 yards a carry.
Hmm.
It's proven. You can't say it's been proven.
No, I'm saying you're singing a different tune.
What you mean?
Because you were talking boastfully, like, yo, we could put anybody back there, 1,000 yards. Don't matter. We got the best O-line in the league. 1,000 yards. I was like, yo, you can't put anybody back there, dog. Anybody?
That was the case up until
He definitely was like, we can't put anybody back
Hey,
there.
but what did I tell you?
You didn't say 1,000 yards, but you definitely was like, we can damn near put anybody back.
I did tell you we can put anybody back there because it had been proven. We had 3 or 4 different running backs at that point. Nobody knew who the fuck Raheem Mostert was until he was in this offense.
Yeah. But again,
he was a journeyman plug and play, essentially. Sorry, but at that time, he was a nobody. Nobody fucking knew who he was.
I agree.
Mosterati was not a thing until he came
that
into
a
that
thing?
offense.
That was a thing? Mosterati?
Well, that's what a lot of people were actually calling him. Because he's fast as shit. He was the fastest man in the league, for a while.
I know he's fast, but I didn't know that was his nickname.
Mm-hmm.
I never heard that before. Huh.
But I was saying, like, it had been proven up to that point because we had, in the span of 2 years, 3, 4 different running backs, and it was still being effective. And what did I tell you? If we actually had a franchise, and this is when we were talking about possibly trading for Saquon Barkley to be on the team.
Hey, I was with you on that.
We were saying, I had even said at that point, yeah, we can put anybody back there and be successful, but if we get an elite running back there, it's fucking over. Little did I know, we were literally going to get the lethalest weapon on in the goddamn game right now in CMC instead of Saquon Barkley. That's the only difference in the conversation that we had. Just a different character. Same story, different character. So I mean, again, granted, everybody stays healthy, especially in the fucking quarterback position. Yeah, I've asked a lot of people, who would they rather have, Brock Purdy or Trey Lance? It's pretty overwhelming majority that people want Brock Purdy.
Why?
Just based on what he did this last year. It's a what have you done for me lately thing. The kid helped take them, and it was not in spite of him. Like, he was winning games. He was making drives. He was, doing the throws and the plays that he needed to make. And he got them all the way to the fucking NFC Championship game. That as a rookie, that, as a Mr. Irrelevant, nobody expected this. Nobody. So for him to go on that run and, it's a what have you done for me lately type of thing. And the last 2 years that we've had Trey Lance, it's proven my point since day one that we drafted him. There was no reason to give up the house for him. We could have waited if that's exactly who we wanted to go for. We could have gone for somebody else. It didn't even have to be another fucking quarterback, to be honest with you. But it just, we could have done more with that. And since we had him his rookie year, he was hurt. This year he's hurt. Mostly, I don't really put most of him getting hurt on him. That was basically the overuse and Kyle Shanahan fucking, doing what he does best and overusing the quarterback position, 9 design run plays, damn near in a row in the first quarter when he gets hurt. Like, what do you expect to fucking happen? It's and I had always told you.
Look, listen. All right, I asked you the why question because I wanted you to talk your shit because I've been very hard on you this episode.
Yeah.
All right, but now I gotta give you a shit sandwich.
I mean, I always expect at least one. It just depends on how moist is it and how much it stinks. That's really all I'm trying to figure out in the shit
I
sandwiches
just
that you
wanted
give
to
me
get
on a daily fucking basis.
I wanted you to get comfortable talking your shit so I can put the end cap on it. You had the chance to get Cameron Newton. You just listed off those stats. Look at the stats you just listed off.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all do at the quarterback position? Design runs, correct?
We shouldn't. That shouldn't be a priority in the playbook, but yes.
Or should not. You do it.
Right.
The man won an MVP running the ball. He didn't have a job.
Yes.
He knows how to run a system. There was absolutely nothing that was going to make Cam Newton think, oh, I'm going to be able to stay in. No, not in that shit show. You know you are only here because someone got hurt. You could have literally won a Super Bowl with Cam Newton, bro. You could have made it. You could have definitely made it past. You could have made it past the fucking Eagles. Got hurt with him. You think Cam Newton couldn't have took them hits and got back up? His pride would have made him get up. Cam Newton been talking shit on his show for months without a job. I think his pride would have made him get up. He was like, man, fuck this shit. We're winning this game. Hey, no. All shits aside, no, y'all really should have got him. Like, not just like being serious. Y'all should have got him just because y'all run the ball with the quarterback, and he's a durable enough person to take it. You know
Well, I mean, when the opportunity presented itself, especially when we knew Brock Purdy was going to be the guy for the rest of the way, Jimmy wasn't going to be there the rest of the year, Lance wasn't going to be there the rest of the year. There was that opportunity to have him at the backup spot, just in case anything did happen to Brock Purdy, and yet you have somebody who, like you said, can run that system and do what needed to be done, and yet you settled for Josh Johnson.
No disrespect, bro, but come on.
No, I'm sorry. Look, this is nothing towards Josh Johnson.
You were good, but like, come on, dog.
This is all disrespect towards the front office. The decisions that you could have made to better the team, you just mishandled it.
Kyle Shanahan, bro, you don't understand how much torture you could have gave Cam Newton. That's all he's doing to y'all players. He's torturing them. He's not coaching them. He's torturing them because he's trying to run everybody to the ground.
And I play with.
Yeah. It's just, but with Cam, and when you brought that up, I was just like, damn, what could have been, because that's what makes me think, like, out of all the quarterbacks that we could have gotten, Josh Johnson was the backup that we decided to go with.
Boy, y'all boys.
Like, it's baffling. It's baffling to say the least.
Y'all boys amaze me each season.
In one way, shape, or form, right?
All shapes and forms. Y'all will sit right there. Oh, the Niners got a fast track to the Super Bowl. They're gonna go to Disney World. And next thing you know,
that was pretty good.
Oh yeah, bro. Hey, look, pre-smoking days. Oh, I could do a lot of fucking goddamn voice and shit. Again, I don't want to too long. No, I'm not. So, but back to it though. Like y'all boys be saying a lot. Like I'm telling you, Just like the Cowboy fans, they be, oh, we're going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, except it doesn't sound like Mickey. It sounds like Mickey has been doing meth for 20 years.
No, that's why I put a little Ras on this, Mr. Top from South Park. Don't forget to bring
He
your
might actually have some bass in his voice. He might be sounding more like Goofy at that point.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying like nah, bro. They like y'all really do like weird ass shit. Like y'all would get good players like that safety y'all got, Kamonga. Y'all would get a good guy like him.
Why do you keep
No, I said he's good.
Kamonga?
No,
What the
I said
fuck,
he's good.
man?
I said y'all would get a good player like him, but then y'all end up doing some dumbass shit at quarterback.
Hufunga.
So what?
Hufunga.
Ufunga?
With an H. Hufunga.
Hufunga.
Hufa. Hufunga.
Hufunga. I'm from the South. Shit, I'm saying.
I was about to say, I don't know if you're fucking with me or it's just the Southern is preventing you from actually saying it correctly.
Bro, I'm doing the best I goddamn can now. I'm like, shit, you smelled it and I said it.
Oh, don't be like that. If I had a rock, I'll bust your head, bitch.
For real. Like, what the hell, Josh? I'm doing the best.
Before we go any further, again, you guys already know all pro JAFFOs Highly Elevated Sports Talk for the highly elevated sports fan. Get on that super chat on YouTube and everything. Come talk with us. Come enjoy the conversation. Ask us questions about things that we might be talking about or things that you would like to talk about. But appreciate you guys for listening on all channels, all social media platforms. Appreciate the Jaffo Army every fucking day. You guys are awesome. Yeah, dude, it gets it almost feel. Is it just me or does having a favorite sports team make you feel irrational in a very irrational number of ways? Being a fan of a certain team makes you think differently.
I ain't gonna lie. Brady's second year, hey, look, I was talking big shit. Second year with Brady, I was talking shit.
You went, bro. I remember it to this day. You went from fuck Jameis Winston, he's terrible. This is fucking terrible. As soon as y'all fuck second year, as soon as y'all sign the man, that's it. Super Bowl, we win. Nobody's beating us. Your mood changed like that as soon as you got fucking Tom Brady.
Hold on. Maverick got something to say.
Yeah, I wanted to mention my history with that because you mentioned how like about being a sports fan and all that.
Mm.
As someone who used to be a sports fan, I used to be heavy on the Niners. I used to be very I was all Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Steve Young, all all the big Super 49ers fandom and all that. I was all into that. But then like later on, as I got through it, I see these guys going through their, all this stuff on the back end. And it's like I said in the chat earlier, team owners can only tolerate a very finite amount of headlines before they got to move on. It's hard to be a sports fan from me because every time I see the Niners, every time I see someone that I can get behind, something happens where they're getting in trouble, they're getting fined, they're getting hurt, it's tough for me as a fan because like wrestling, yeah, you know all that, you see all that going on, you're entertained, you have the injuries and stuff, and you understand that. But man, when one guy gets in trouble for anything nowadays, especially nowadays with social media being out there with everything knowing everything at once, it's tough to be a fan of the team, let alone the player. So it's a whole different aspect from my end, and I don't know why I put that up there by accident. But yeah, that was just my thought. I just wanted to interject on that one. But yeah, it's hard for me to be a fan of anything nowadays.
I mean, in that aspect, I completely understand it because you do have all of those situations where, especially, and we joke about it sometimes on the show when you're when people are fans of certain teams, You know, like when I ask people all the time, like how on earth are you a Browns fan with all the years of sucking and all the years, but how are you? It's just, or how are you a Jets fan? How are you a Dallas Cowboys fan? You know, for some like DJ Madsticks and stuff like that we have here. Um,
Hold on.
Go ahead.
In their defense, which this shit feels disgusting, but y'all been sorry just as long as them. So
No, well,
so you can't really go at the Cowboys. You can go at the Browns. You can go at the Bengals. Not no more, but you could have went at the Bengals. You can go at a lot of different teams, but you damn sure can't go at the Cowboys because y'all won the year before or after them. Like, it's like one or the other. I don't remember because I don't give a fuck about either one of you motherfuckers. But it's either y'all won and then they won and then y'all won.
Technically, they are the last ones to win it because we won it in '94 and then they won it in '95.
See what I'm saying? So
technically, they are the last ones to win it, but
technically-
we are
technically-
we are the latest ones to
Probably
actually
should
make
leave
it to the
name
game.
out your mouth. Just technically. They
Yeah.
won.
Yeah.
And
It's been long.
hey, look. I'm just saying, we only got 2. So I mean,
Hey, but you were more than happy with those 2 because both of them were in dominating fashions.
I was happy with those 2 until the fucking Rams won.
Well,
that shit pissed me the fuck off. For the
them,
simple fact that we could have beat the motherfuckers with no wide receivers. We just needed one.
That and the fact that you had been talking the most shit about Matthew Stafford up until that point.
That's what makes it fucking disgusting.
So him winning the Super Bowl, I can see to you as like, because again, you were like, oh, we're talking Detroit Lions, Matthew Stafford. This dude sucks. He's not, and then he wins a Super Bowl.
You're like, son of a. Oh, y'all let him win.
Could have been anybody else.
Oh, I'm like, shit. Let Jared Goff win. God damn it! Don't let him
win. Let Joe Burrow win.
You damn sure let Joe Burrow win. What the fuck?
We need to get. We need to figure out.
I'm still standing by my Jamar Chase prediction.
Oh, of him going down statistically as the greatest wide receiver of all time?
Yep.
Now, when we say statistically,
he already broke Chad Johnson shit in Cincinnati.
Yeah, but how long was Chad Johnson really there?
He was there over like 11 years, like 10 or 11 years.
So that tells me everything I need to know about Ochocinco.
No, that tells you everything you need to know about the quarterback. He can't throw the ball to his damn self.
He also did have Carson Palmer as his quarterback.
And John Kitna. Like, come on, bro. What you want him to do?
Fucking Kitna.
Like, what do you want this man to do? Like, you can't judge some receivers. You can't judge if them boys still good.
But here's the thing. You know the
more credit.
It's like the receiver that debunked that. The receiver that debunked that whole theory the most. D-Hop.
Where at?
He was consistently getting 1,000 yards over there in Houston with nobody as a quarterback.
When?
No. What do you mean when? When his whole career in Houston. Up until he got Deshaun Watson at the tail end of his last 2 years there in Houston. The 5 years prior to that, he had been arguably the best wide receiver in the league with, breaking over 1,000 yards, 5+, almost 10 touchdowns with nobody's at quarterback. You can't even remember the last quarterback's name before Deshaun Watson.
Hold on. I got to stop you there. D-Hop was only there 4 years before Deshaun.
All 4 years there, though, he was dominating at the receiver spot with nobody there.
Bro, he damn sure had good. Like, look, he had decent 4 years for sure. He had one 2015. He went fucking crazy.
Who did he have at quarterback?
I gotta go to hold on. Hold on, give me a second.
Like, who did he have? Because he had only been there for 4 years before he went to Arizona.
Yeah, Brian Hoyer.
What? Thank you for proving my point.
Well, Brian Hoyer threw 19 touchdowns and 7.
Wait, are you sure he was only there for 4 years?
Yeah, he got drafted in 2013. Deshaun got drafted in 2017. Yeah, bro.
Wait, okay. Wait, are you saying he was there for 4 years before Watson was there?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Or he was there a total of 4 years?
No, I said he was there 4 years before Watson got drafted. I literally said that.
Okay, and all 4 of those years, it was who? Brian Hoyer?
No, you said different quarterbacks. I'm just kind of checking it at this point.
Was it was so it was
I was checking it, but Ryan Fitzpatrick was 2014. So go ahead and say some shit about Fitzy. Yeah, you got nothing on that one.
I'll say the one thing that is true about Ryan Fitzpatrick.
What's that?
He give you 4 or 5 good games and absolutely shafts after.
And he had Matt Schaub his rookie year. Yeah, but look, you gotta remember Arian Foster was on it. He was there too. I mean, he didn't do shit in 2013 at all. God damn. Only one I got left was 2016. I mean, who was there 2016 right before Deshaun got there?
But was it Hoyer?
I'm going to it right now.
Had to have been Hoyer.
Brock Osweiler.
Brock Osweiler.
Osweiler,
the Penguin.
I know I fucked up the first time, but look. Hey, you said energy fucked up in the promo, guy.
And I fully admitted to that. That's fine.
I admit it. I just fucked up right now too, but
Brock Osweiler, the man who finessed the Houston Texans into $100 million plus year because he had 4 good games with Denver.
Hey, look, you do not sit here and get mad that man successfully finessed somebody. And as long as it wasn't your team.
I get mad that anybody finesses another team for a shit ton of money and does absolutely nothing.
Bro, fuck that. Let him finesse them. The Houston Texans came into this world as a newborn baby in 2000. What year was that? 2000.
He was 3. 2002 or 2003.
One of them. So they still learning. They had to learn. They had to learn that lesson. Yeah, think about it. That was 2015, 2016. You got that contract? 2015? Hey, man. 2015.
and they have been consistent dog shit ever since.
Well, I mean, Deshaun and D-Hop was actually a very good tandem. So
yeah. And what did they do with that?
I mean, they didn't do shit on the defensive end. So let's just
right.
Special
teams. Nothing.
Deshaun was more focused on getting touched up on than trying to get his football acumen at a high level.
Oh yeah. The Deshaun Watson one, he's one of the the may he rest in shit one, Maverick. So
I had to because I read that shit. I was like, that man did that shit. Fuck that.
I think it's
at first.
There you go.
Nah, he did that shit. I reread all that shit, listened to all that shit. I'm like, nah, he did it. He did that shit.
Yeah.
He did that shit.
We wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt in the beginning.
I definitely wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, but
exactly. We all talked about it. We all said, "Hey, proven, he's innocent until proven guilty." There are a lot of, there are cases and stuff like that too, where you're falsely accused. That shit happens and stuff. So we wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. But then when the numbers started to grow and grow and grow.
I'm saying, like, look, man, let's just move on.
Yeah. Yeah. Your mind ends up changing after a while when certain things come out.
Yeah, let's just.
Do you want to read the Popple ad?
Oh man, this is gonna be another wild ride.
You should have filmed it. I'm gonna keep having you do this until you film it.
That's fair. All right, before Popple, the accepted way to exchange information with someone, hand them a piece of paper, business card, or give them a phone to mainly type in info. As curious entrepreneurs, we saw an opportunity here to use technology instead of paper to create a new way for humans to connect with one another. I got tired talking at the end of that. We saw a future where every team and individual can seamlessly connect using one and all platforms. God damn, I keep fucking dyslexing that shit. All in one. All in one platforms, bridging the gap between interpersonal relationships and online connections. A huge part about culture at Popple is focusing on sustainable solutions. I had to switch the page, sorry. On sustainable solutions that help the environment. Popple uses the technology of wasteful paper to connect professionals, save forests around the world. Goodbye, paper business cards. Hello, Popple. Use the promo code PBP Family at checkout for 20% off on your order. Popple, we help professionals network better. I'm gonna be honest, this shit could have been structured a lot fucking better. That's just me. Because I hate reading 2 different pages. This shit makes me sound fucking dyslexic as fuck. And I hate you. I know what's coming. Oh shit. I gotta keep tapping the phone so it won't go fucking dark. And I'm like, all right, try to keep reading. Fuck. Then I end up going switching another picture. I'm like, yeah, fuck.
That's always funny for me. And my phone was doing that thing again where it started sounding robotic, so I had to get off it real quick and then come back in. So I was like, yeah, he's got a little bit more to read. I have enough time to do this real quick.
All right. If I don't film my next show, I'm definitely gonna fucking try to make light of this shit because I definitely hate reading live.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just get that film in real quick, man. That's all.
What is the name? You gotta send me the fucking name of that app again. The fucking shit, the little scrolling shit, whatever you said it was. The teleprompter.
The teleprompter one?
Yeah, teleprompter said it was scrolling on your screen or whatever.
Yeah.
I definitely need that shit because I can definitely read, and I'm trying to prove it now. Fuck this shit. This shit makes me sound like I don't know how to read. I know how to read. I know how to read, guys. I promise.
Emotional, damn it.
Oh shit. XFL tomorrow. I'm trying to pull it up right here. The Sea Dragons and the Vipers. They're in Vegas.
Sea Dragons.
I was about to say, I think Sea Dragons is the call here.
Yeah. That was easy for me.
I mean, they're both 0-2, but Sea Dragons have been a little bit more impressive in their. And I know that's hard to say. Well, both teams are 0-2. Both teams gave up leads to lose. Both, I get that. But when you look at the overall team play on how they function and everything, I think they're a little bit better than the Vipers.
Yeah.
I mean, the weather's partly cloudy out there. It's not going to be raining like it was, last week on the Vipers game. But Sea Dragons just look like a Martavis Bryant versus Josh Gordon. That's going to be good. Little storyline right there. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So
I think
yeah, I'll go.
Josh Gordon is better than Bryant at his best.
I agree. I agree. So yeah, I think we both unanimous with the Sea Dragons there. Sunday, starting at 10 a.m. on FX and ESPN Plus, the Battlehawks versus the Defenders. The AJ McCarron led Battlehawks. Oh, the Defenders. See, here's the thing about the Defenders. They're appropriately named because their defense is pretty damn good. But the Battlehawks, bro, they don't give up. They fight. They're like, it doesn't matter how much they're down. Like they scrap and claw and until 0-0-0 hits that clock. They're playing in DC, but I still think the Battlehawks have been good on the road. Or I mean, they had one game on the road, but even then, I think I'm gonna go with the Battlehawks in this situation.
Okay.
Who you got?
Okay. Okay, I like that.
I just like the way they've been playing.
Damn. See, because I didn't get to watch the games last week, so I don't know how to gauge it. So I'm kind of just going off of what I saw with Sea Dragons, and I'm like, man, Josh Gordon got to get him one. That was an emotional pick. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know what, bro. I feel like I'm just gonna be a fucking antagonist in this situation. Just go with the Defenders, just because.
Renegades versus the Guardians at 1 p.m. Guardians 0-2, Renegades are 1-1. It's got damn, they got the Renegades -8. Ooh, well, to be honest with you, the Guardians have not been impressive at all. I mean, you've seen some of the highlights and stuff like that. There's nothing impressive about the Guardians right now. And that sucks because they're the only Florida team.
Look here, man. I don't know who picked that.
Why did they give the Florida team the most generic name?
Why did they get a Florida team those colors? It was fucking weird, bro. Like, this shit is weird. Like, all that whole shit is a fucking unit. It's crazy.
They're gonna have to fix that for sure.
Somebody be fired.
Yeah. So yeah. I'm gonna go with the Renegade. They're in Arlington. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Renegades here.
JP, I can answer your question for you. Well, why give Florida the most generic team?
Why?
Because fuck Florida, that's why.
Come on! Come on!
You still like him?
Come on! I know why he's saying it, though.
Hey, it counts for the teams. Come on, the Panthers, the Jaguars, the Florida Tigers, the Tampa. You had to go exotic and go Tampa Bay Rays. Come on, fuck Florida.
We were the Devil Rays.
They were the Devil Rays. They're not the Devil Rays anymore.
I know that.
You gotta give us one. That was a good one. That was a good one.
They should have stayed with the Devil Rays.
They should have stayed with the fucking Devil Rays until Wade Boggs.
But I'm gonna go with the Renegades.
Man, I'm gonna just go with my state. Fuck it.
I was about to say, I was like, do you have to kind of put one up for Florida since you're from there?
Yeah. I'm not happy about it. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is y'all one. God damn it.
Now we got the San Antonio Brahmas versus the Houston Roughnecks and
Well,
Wade Phillips.
well, we know what I'm picking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I want to pick the Roughnecks too because I've said it since the first week. The Roughnecks to me looked like the more complete team out of any of the teams there in the XFL.
Yep, definitely said that.
And the Wade Phillips has that defense. It's the best defense in the league. They're number one in pretty much everything. And the offense it's the smoothest ran team in the entire XFL. To be completely honest, the Houston Roughnecks are the closest to an NFL team as any other team is going to get in this league. So I really think the Roughnecks, at least right now, are the favorites to win the whole thing. But after everything that we've seen from them, as much as I, love the team name and the logo and everything like that with the Brahmas, the Roughnecks are a much better team. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Houston here on this. And for you, sir? Do I really do I need to ask?
Seriously?
Uh, just
I'm going Coach Phillips, man.
it's for the show, man. I gotta at least fill in time somehow.
That's why I put the Shannon Sharp face because I knew you were coming. I'm like, like seriously, like I'm going Coach Phillips.
Yeah, Coach Phil, everything that's going down there for the Houston Roughnecks has been pretty good for them. So, I mean, it is what it is. Good for them. Good for the whole league because every week so far. Okay. Why is a random picture of Hasbula floating in the water just randomly making an appearance on the show?
I've been doing this show with you 3 years, bro. You should know why this is on the background.
I remember the other one. The other one you had, no, I got that one, but this one, I shouldn't be laughing this hard, but
That shit was gold.
it's a funny ass picture.
It's his page. That's on his page.
That's what I'm saying. As soon as
He's coming to
you
the
put it
US.
up, I'm like, what the fuck?
He said he's coming to the US.
Okay, cool. What's he gonna? He's gonna go to another UFC fight?
I don't fucking know what he's doing. Shit. I just saw this picture that he's announcing that he's coming to the US, and I took the picture. I liked the picture. Shit was fucking dope. I'm like, this is a background now. Love this picture. This shit is amazing.
Oh shit. Before we get off Formula One, starting this weekend, the practice runs have gone pretty much all day. All of the cars, like Sunshine said on Wednesday, all the cars are looking fast. Everyone's looking good. Everyone seems to be caught up with the entire situation that's going on there. So qualifying is tomorrow, and then the race itself on Sunday. And let me.
What time? Are you doing watch along?
I'm bringing up the schedule right now.
Okay.
The TV schedule right now, so they had. Let's see.
Are you doing a watch along?
I want to, but it's fucking early. If it's hella early, it's like, god damn. Actually, no. Okay. Sunday Mark Grant pre race. The fuck?
Pre-race, man. You don't know about the pre-races?
Well, the pre-race talk, Grand Prix Sunday, Bahrain. Okay.
Fucking shit.
Well, it says here, I think it's, to be honest, this might be shown as Eastern time, but it might be Pacific.
What
It says 10 in the morning.
Well, I mean, if it's 10 in the morning Pacific, then cool. If it's Eastern, that's 7 a.m., Jack.
I mean, I'm not saying I can't get 7 a.m. Yeah, it's the other races that
Oh, no, yeah.
the other races at fucking 2-3 o'clock in the morning that are like, God damn. So yeah, this one, I mean, at least from what I'm seeing right here on ESPN.com, it says 9:55 a.m. So I'll probably check later to figure out for sure. But I'm just gonna go with the fact that that's probably the Eastern time. So 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Bahrain Grand Prix takes off for the beginning of the Formula One season. We'll have sunshine again with us on Wednesday to talk about the race. Until then, tomorrow being Saturday, I think we got some reaction videos and stuff like that we can probably do. Maybe do a reaction video to the old school XFL or something like that, in spirit of the XFL season. A7FL is coming in 2 weeks. So be on the lookout for that. I've been talking with Corey and Matt and everybody there at the A7FL. So we're gonna try and see if we can get Corey on as soon as possible to talk a little bit before the season begins for him. And try and get a few more guests on up until then and stuff like that too, because we want to keep it interesting. We want to talk to more people. We love hearing people's stories. So the more the merrier. It has been a great show. Maverick, thank you again so much, man, for being the behind the scenes guy. Super, super helpful. And just I again, I'm gonna get you more sounds and stuff like that on there to really kind of play and mess around with, because I know certain ones that we have here are not necessarily appropriate for what's going on. So I'll try and get some more on there for you. But everybody, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out with us on this lovely Friday evening. We will see you guys again on Wednesday. Keep eyes on the social medias. You see them right down there below. Reaction videos and stuff like that. But we'll see you guys on Wednesday as for the next show. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, everywhere you can find and listen to podcasts. That's where we're at. Everything's updated. Sorry. Everything is now updated on that end. So if you're on a long ride or working, doing something like that, and you want to listen to good sports podcasts, we're the ones you want to go to. So for myself, JP, for the 610 Beast, Mr. Country K, and for Maverick, we will see you guys next time. Maverick, hit the outro and end this bitch, please, sir.